tour with Lee and Sonny. We have an amazing show planned for you today, starting with fashion stylist Carlos,
eyewear designer Stevie Boy,
and TV personality Giuliana Rancic.
Please welcome our special guest stylist Carlos Ontaneda. Hi, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Hi.
Thank you so much for
Carlos, why don't you tell us how you got into styling and what your inspirations are?
Well, I mean, I've always been into fashion, just like, you know, everything about it. Living in New York City, growing up here, it's always like really relevant in here. And also, for a few years I was styling as an assistant with Robin Brown, and I was helping her out a lot, and I just kind of knew that I really just wanted to be in that. Like, it's just, the field is just amazing. It's so fast paced, and like just all the fashion and everything. I just thought it was really cool, and I just really always wanted to be involved in it. So
yeah, we've seen your work and you're definitely involved with it.
Thank you.
Yes, so why don't you tell us like what kind of work you've done? Do you work mostly with women or men, or just what kind of events you style?
Well, a lot of I've been doing with song artist Jack Yu, which you guys know as well. I've been doing a lot of her album artwork and things like that, and I've been recently working with Blake Harvey on a lot of projects for the Lawrence Blake group, and I do a lot of women's right now because it's kind of like, you know, it's just more like there's a lot to do with women. So, but I also do men's. I like doing a lot of edgy, like trendy menswear, like type things. So, yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
Thank you.
We're so happy to be women that you're saying you work with women. We're definitely going to have the chance to be working with you. So tell us also how was the Blake event last night, and how many styles did you do with that?
I did 6 looks actually, and it came together so great for the backstage fashion event. It just came out so good. My concept was like a dark, edgy, but still having like some fun, like feminine design elements to it, like a lot of the puff sleeves that I use and things like that. So I just think it just came together so well. Like last night, it was so good. I loved it.
Yes. Now, another question. Do you actually style yourself as well, or do you have a stylist?
Well, I style myself currently, yes. No stylist right now. I'm just kind of just working with what I do.
Yes, I love the whole look.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Carlos, so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure to have you. And we know we'll be seeing your name, you know, in every magazine soon. So, but thank you, and we'll be seeing a lot of you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, Carlos, do you have any future projects that you could tell everybody about?
Yeah, actually, I'm in the works with Blake Harvey, talking about styling my own whole production at Greenhouse possibly this summer. And also, I'm in the works with talking to Kay Borgella. I might be styling her whole show for Fall Fashion Week, so I'm really excited about that.
Wow, that's awesome to be in Fashion Week, definitely.
Yeah, so it's exciting. Also just little projects here and there, like shoots and things like that. So it's going well.
Great.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that with.
So, Carlos, I'm sure most of our viewers actually probably do want to work with you. How can they find you?
Well, you can visit my Model Mayhem page. It's on Model Mayhem /obscured fashion, or you can also email me at obscured.fashion@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at obscuredfashion.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Stevie Boy, and you're watching Gossip Meets Couture.
Hey everybody, we're here with fashion designer Stevie Boy.
Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you.
Thank you. What we want to get into, I know that your designs are very futuristic and unique. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit more about your designs?
My designs are very eclectic. They're different, they're out there, they're fun, they're funky, they're maybe can be offensive. I mean, they're art. It's a piece of art, and that's what I do. I make art.
We know that you've worked with Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Rihanna. The list definitely continues with that. How did you come about with working with such hot celebrities?
Well, I mean, I had to start someplace. I mean, I started very locally in Baltimore City. Shout out to Baltimore City for putting me on the map, actually. And I started very local. I started with up-and-coming artists, and I started with actual, not even the musicians, but just different artists. And that got me so many different demographics, and people started to appreciate my brand and who I was. And then all of a sudden, it went from that to Lady Gaga, and then Lady Gaga, then Beyonce, then 17,000 other people. That's how I really got all those different demographics and names.
Definitely, that sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Also, we heard that the editor of Vogue Nippon, Anna Della Russo, with Warrior Designs, I mean, how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel really, really, really honored. Because she didn't just wear them, she wears them. Like, she literally has them in her top 10 pair of favorite glasses. And that's amazing. I send her pieces about twice a month. She uses them in shoots with Vogue every once in a while and different publications, and it's just an amazing thing. It's an awesome thing. I'm lost for words actually even thinking about it, because it's so good. And then now, you know, I have other editors wearing my glasses, so it's an amazing accomplishment. I'm 21 years old. I have the editor of Vogue wearing my pieces. You know, you can't get bigger than that. So it's an amazing thing.
Now, also, why don't you tell us a little bit about your collection, Coexist?
Okay.
I mean, basically, like a little more, you know, what it consists of, and just so our viewers have an idea.
Coexist is basically it's kind of a resemblance of my childhood. I'm a weird boy. I grew up in Germany, London, and Paris, but I was raised in Augusta, Georgia, so I'm a country boy. I grew up on a farm as well. So I got to experience all these different cultures and fashion and cloaks and hats and, you know, all these different weird, ironic, crazy things. So I brought that back. And obviously, you know, you can tell by my look that I'm inspired by religion and culture. I'm not really inspired by the biblical sense of religion. I'm inspired by the artistic value of religion. And that's what gives me the drive for this Coexist collection.
Great, that sounds great.
We're so happy that you mentioned your childhood. We know you grew up in different cities, lived in different countries. Has that impacted any of your styles?
Yeah, it definitely did. You know, being that young African-American boy from the country to go overseas and live in Germany for 3.5 years is it's ridiculous. Like, you're a country boy. I have a really country accent. I just know how to turn it on and off because I got to live overseas. Like, I talk like this a lot. Like, I know it sounds real bad, but like, it can be that thick sometimes. I mean, that was a horrible way of sounding, but yeah. I'm just that country boy, and going to see those different cultures inspired me so much to create something so different. That's why I don't mind wearing a cross. I got this tattoo, actually, this cross tattooed on my ear to remind myself of culture and religion, and also it's like this little thing that I did for my Coexist collection. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Awesome.
And also, I know you've been in over 247 publications. I mean, is there anything else we could expect? Is there something coming out? Or?
Yes, I'm currently right now filming a fashion series, and I'm really, really excited about that because that's going to hit home. I'm actually looking across the street right now. I brought my whole team to New York for 3 days to see what we could do, and so far we've done a lot of interviews and a lot of press, and that's what I'm really focusing on right now, is making sure that people know that these glasses are designed by me, but also knowing that I am the original at what I do. And there's a reason why I'm featured in 247 publications and the editor of Vogues and stuff like that wearing my pieces, because a lot of people believe in my product. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that actually supported me and got me to where I am right now, because I'm very happy and I want other people to be happy around me. So I just want to let you guys, I love you for doing this interview, because it means so much to me that you guys even care. Like, it really does. Yeah. It means so much. And I have to also give a shout out to Michael Antonio, because he's the best thing that ever happened to me. He came into my life, taught me about fashion, because once again, I'm that country boy. I didn't really care too much about the fashion game. And he educated me on a lot of different things. So that's another thing that's going on right now. I'm baby steps. I'm doing baby steps, but some people see me doing bigger things, but to me it's baby steps, because I know that my brand deserves to be worth $45 billion one day instead of 45 million, if that makes sense. Like, I deserve to be bigger and better, and I will. Sorry to rant with that question, but it's so much to say. Like, it's so much. I want to tell you everything.
Of course, we want to know everything.
Yes, exactly. So besides designing and everything, what do you like to do on your downtime?
Oh, you know, I love this question. People think I don't have downtime, but when I do have it, a typical person likes to go out and go to the movies and do this. I do those things probably once a month, to be honest. But the best thing I can do, because I work outside of my loft, and Michael and I, oh geez, the wind. I work outside my loft. And like, I literally wake up in my bed downstairs. I go in the bathroom, brush my teeth, take a shower if I feel like it, because this is my office. I go right upstairs to my loft office space, my workspace. I work on the orders, get them shipped out, check emails, go to Stylist Celebrity, come back, I don't really have time to go to the movies, but when I do, that's fine. But the best downtime I could possibly have is to get a glass of wine, sit down, and watch The View, The Talk. I am such an old queen. I love me some Talk TV, Wendy Williams. That's what I do in my downtime.
Gossip Meets Couture with Lee and Sonny.
And exactly, okay, plug. And I love stuff like that. That just makes me feel so good. I'm such a cheesy person, by the way. I'm so soft, but like, I love stuff like that. It makes me feel really confident and really, really good.
Okay, wow, great.
And also, can we expect to see any designs in New York Fashion Week?
Of course not. Yes, of course. You know, I'm going to do New York Fashion Week this year. I'm currently right now working on my location and all this stuff. I have so many offers when it comes to that, but I want to make sure it's right and it's appropriate, because this line I'm coming out with, people see me do all these different crazy things, but I don't even think that I can handle what I'm going to come out with. And it's going to be crazy. I'm just letting you know now. Michael and I are working our asses off, if I can say that word. But we're working our butts off on this line, this collection, and I'm telling you, it's that crazy. So, I mean, expect another Vogue feature, expect another Elle feature, and all those great things. That's amazing, and I respect that, and that's amazing, but this collection is seriously going to take me to new heights as a designer. I don't think anyone has ever even thought of something so crazy like this. It's that crazy. Like, it's so crazy I have to say it's crazy. I may name it crazy, but it's actually going to be Coexist. I'm just going to revamp it, and I'm going to bring out a different side of Coexist that I wanted to bring out the first time, but I didn't have the budget to do. But now I do, so I'm going to make it happen.
That sounds great. We can't wait to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we know that you had talked about age, so we know that you have a birthday coming up. Can we expect anything big happening?
I forgot, yeah, my birthday's this month. Like, who cares? I'm turning 22. Like, when I turn 25, I'm like, yay, party. When I turn 30, I'm like, hell yeah, party. But these, like, mid-ages, like, I'm trying to get excited about turning 22. I'm not. It's going to be another day. I'm probably going to have a glass of wine, and like, you know, and that's it.
No parties?
I think the real party is right now, right? I love this. I feel so good having interviews. That's a party to me. Yeah. Like, that makes me feel good, confident and really good. That's the best party as I'm doing. That's it.
We're so happy and so lucky to actually have you here with us, standing next to us right now. It's such an honor.
Thank you so much, Stevie Boy, for coming on our show. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Giuliana Rancic, and you are watching Gossip Meets Couture.
Thank you so much for coming on our show, Gossip Meets Couture. Basically, I want to just say you're a huge inspiration to why we even started the show. We idolize you. So we wanted to ask you about Trop 50, and if you could just give us a little background and why you stand behind them.
Well, I love Tropicana Trop 50. I mean, the main reason I love it is because it's 50% less sugar and calories and no artificial sweeteners. For people who follow me and know kind of how I eat and the things I put in my body, I try to stay very natural and only put good things in my body. So this is a wonderful drink and something I really believe in. Another reason I partnered up with them was because they're also partners with an organization I've worked with for a long time called Dress for Success. And what they do is provide like business attire and resources for women who aren't so privileged to get into the workforce. Some of them are getting into it for the first time, some are getting back into it. So it's just a great organization for helping women.
Yeah, definitely. I was at the Bloomingdale's event, so I remember with the Dress for Success.
Yeah, it's great.
So also, when can we expect to see Bill and Giuliana back on the air?
It will be on July 18th on the Style Network, so Monday night starting July 18th.
Great. Thank you so much for doing this interview.
I just